Alrighty, welcome back everybody. We are about to get games going here again. And over here, we are looking at what the current bracket is going to be. So confirmed, the top 5 players from the round robin are going to be the first 5 players moving into the 8-person bracket. These are your bottom 6 that we're looking at here. It's going to be Cameron versus Lawrence, Mikey versus Clement, and Patrick versus Michael. The winner of these 3 matches will be joining the top 5 as the final 8, or the final 3, making the final 8 players for the actual bracket of the duel. Cameron and Lawrence are going to be the first up, and they are going to be doing the first duel of the day. Cameron there on the left, Lawrence on the right. Off of the round robin stats, 5 and 5, 1 and 8, 11 to 10 on the points, 7 to 18 there. 2 aces, 1 ace apiece there. And we are going to be moving into this first match as soon as possible. Lawrence, D5 player for KC Sports Complex, played with us at EXL throughout the entire year. And it's going to be Cameron over here on the left. Familiar face that I do recognize from playing around here in Kansas City. Not sure exactly who he was playing with. I believe he's friends with Caden, who was guessing around with a couple different teams for EXL throughout this past year. But they're going to be your first match of the day. And like I said, the winner of these 3 duels is going to be joining the top 5 players, making the actual 8-man bracket for the rest of the duel for today. Players are at the box, and we are going to get going here momentarily. I believe the timer is already coming down. And we're going to have the 30 seconds here in just one moment.
In this quarter, coming in at 260 pounds. Come on,
30 seconds.
30 seconds on the clock. So at this point, all players have been talked to, and we are going to be trying to do the traditional duel format. 20 seconds between each point. We do have the official timer going on here. If it is a little loud, feel free to let the stream know to see if we can maybe get some of that adjusted on my end.
10 seconds.
Just to make sure that's not so loud coming through. But 10-second timer on the clock. Already breaking out. Both players going to be taking the Doritos. Fighting on the wire there. Lawrence has the dominance. Cameron being patient. Lawrence is going to start streaking up the field. We're going to get to the Dorito. Trying to hide. See if he can find a shot. And I think Cameron's going to get that shot in onto Lawrence there as he was streaking down the field. Alrighty, so a little bit of different format here as we do have the game clock now. As Cameron gets checked out, should be point approved 1-0 for Cameron on the clean call. Yes, it is. 12 minutes on the game timer here.
20 seconds.
In between each point scored, it is going to be a 20-second break. During that 20-second break, you need to go back to your side, get your loader refilled from your coach, wipe down for any old hits, and then be back on the box ready to start the next point as well. So fast pace, lots of paintball. Race to 10. Breaking out, we have Lawrence going to the temple, playing on the same side of the field. Cameron back over to the Dorito. Lawrence trying to streak over to his make that bump cleanly. And Cameron not picking that one up is going to try to fill up to the small cake here over here on this side, and Lawrence is going to pick him up. So Lawrence is going to walk that one in, get checked out by the ref. Like I said, 12-minute on the game clock here. Lawrence is going to touch. It is going to pause. He's going to get checked out, score that point. So it is race to 10, win by 2. So potentially 10 points. Now 11 points if it is going to be 10-1 total score. But you could play as much as 20 points if it goes all the way to 11-9. It is win by 2. So as we get
10 seconds.
We get closer to 10 points, you got to go up by 2 points. 10 seconds on the clock. Over to the temple again. Back to the Dorito. Cameron looked like he was still favoring that Dorito. Is going to pick Lawrence up on that bump over to the Dorito. Lawrence playing it smart, going to take his time, going to walk over to his coach on the sideline, try to give himself as much break time in between points, get wiped off, refilled on paint in your loader. Cameron's going to get this point scored and then shuffle back down to the other side of the field. We do.
The tip? Yeah.
No, it's on his arm.
Okay.
Right here. Dirty hang.
No point.
Okay, looks like Cameron is going
20
to
seconds.
hit with a dirty hang there, so no point awarded. It is still going to be 1-1. Cameron and Lawrence here.
10 seconds.
10 seconds back on the clock. Cameron picked him up as he tried to shuffle over there to the cake.
Yeah, I'll get him.
And I don't know, that cake seems so far, and based off of the round robin that we had earlier, seems to be a death hunter, trying to go around that, play that over there. He is going to be called clean after touching the box there, so Cameron's going to go up 2-1 against Lawrence. 20 seconds back on the clock for the players right there. Another thing to specify as well here, players will be swapping sides after every 5 points scored. Their coaches, though, respectively, have to stay on that side of the field. They can come up to the 50, but they cannot cross. Breaking out here, the Dorito is going to get...
Is that an 8?
Yeah.
Aced off of the rip there. Cameron with the quick pull-up, going to pick him up as he jogs this one in. Going to collect that point, hopefully, here with the clean call. A couple other specifications here. Coaches cannot come on the field, especially during the points. Coaches cannot communicate with their players until after the point is hung. And I think last specification to make sure we see the spray painted white box at the start. Boxes on each end of the field. Players' feet must be inside of those painted lines off the start. They can't be out of it. They have to be inside of it, as well as barrels touching the box. As we're back on the box now, 3-1 in favor of Cameron. Cameron shuffling over to the Dorito side. Last second. And Lawrence is going to get called hit as he tries to bump back over to the Dorito. Cameron going to pick up potentially another point here. Called clean. Cameron scores another point. Going to be up 4-1 on Lawrence.
Swap sides!
We are going to be swapping sides after every 5 points scored, so we're going to be on the other side.
No, I don't know where it is. I was using it before you guys got that.
On the bottom of your screen there, you do see 2 white circles. Those are available timeouts for either player to use in between points if they wish. It just gives them an extra minute. If they need an extra break to get wiped off. Usually you see that whenever players need to get air after playing so much. And it looks like we have
10 seconds.
A small pause there. Now we are running. Dueling on each temple there. Orange is going to get tagged up again. We're going to walk this one over, collect himself potentially another point. Called clean, another point for Cameron, going up 5-1. One other factor that could be factored in that's not going to happen in this match is we do have a mercy rule. Going up 7-0 is a mercy, but it is currently 5-1, so we will be playing to the full 10 points.
Seconds.
So we'll get back on the box, ready to go. Cameron going to collect another ace there after dancing around on the box a little bit. Didn't know if he wanted to go over to the temple. And it looks like last minute he tried to get over to the Dorito side, floating his way over. Is going to pick up the ace onto Lawrence there, going up 6-1.
20 seconds.
Lawrence already ready to go again, back on the box.
Ten seconds.
10 seconds. Lawrence is falling a little bit behind here. We're going to see a need to see him make some adjustments here. See if he can get back in this one. Back over to the Dorito, and just like that,
Is that an 8?
Yeah.
he's able to pick himself up an ace there for Lawrence. Right off the rip, quick gun up, gonna walk this one in, score himself a comeback point. Hopefully that is the start of getting this match a little bit closer again. Ref checking him out.
Any paint?
Dirty hang.
What?
Is it dirty hang?
No
20
points.
seconds.
Alrighty, so that is going to be a no point dirty hang for Lawrence there. Ref, I believe, saw something potentially on her rover that might have been missed.
10 seconds.
Both players back on the box. Clock is still ticking. Unfortunate side for Lawrence there. I don't know if that was an old hit or if it was actually from that last match. Another ace there. and immediately flipped around. Unfortunately, Cameron is going to get the shots in on the Lawrence. Don't think that one was an ace. I think it was on the first engagement after he came around the Doritos. And he's going to be called clean. So flip it right back around the other way. Cameron is going to come up 7-1 against Lawrence.
20 seconds.
You got the same score, 7-1.
Yeah, 7-1.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Players take the box again. Cameron going to record another ace there against Lawrence as long as he is marked clean.
The score is 8-1. 10 minutes and 33 seconds left on the clock.
20 seconds.
So 8-1.
Timeout for Lawrence.
And Lawrence is going to be calling his first timeout there.
10 seconds. 1 minute.
10-second pause. Ref's going to get some shots wiped off the field. Air is probably a good thing to grab at this point for both sides, Lawrence and for Cameron. Still plenty of time, 40 seconds. Get a swig of water or Gatorade, whatever you are sipping on.
Mm. 30 seconds.
30 seconds to get back to the box. Shaping up very nicely
you
here
believe-
for the
oh.
first official duel of the
20
day.
seconds.
Do you believe they're having a washed-up D2 player commentate?
Sheesh. That's crazy, dude.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Players lining up. Cameron favoring the temple again. Lawrence is still picking more in the middle of the box. Cameron flipping over to the Dorito and then back to the temple last second. Another ace recorded for Cameron there. According to the referee crew on the field, Cameron going to get checked out.
Switch sides.
And that is going to be a point awarded for Cameron, up 9-1. We are going to be switching sides again.
20 seconds.
Game point here.
Ten seconds.
Breaking out. Lawrence going over to the Dorito. Cameron over to the temple, playing on the same side of the fields. Lawrence pushing the issue, or at least trying to. Unfortunately, does get shot out as Cameron was picking him up, coming around the outside. Over there on the far side of the field. Cameron going to walk this one in. Slight jog this one in. Checked out by the ref. And that should conclude the first duel of the day. That is going to be Cameron getting one over Lawrence, 10-1. Great match there, a great first one. Two players there, Lawrence and Cameron, battling it out, always having the pressure on them, being the first official duel of the day. But overall, a great match. Cameron picking up a lot of aces there. That's going to look very nicely on the stat sheet. So excellent job for him. Players will come over and confirm scores with the lead ref over here in the skybox, and we will be moving on to the next one here shortly. We get the other players rotated in. Should just be a couple minutes. We'll be right back here in a little bit.